What's going on, guys? This is Miasin and welcome to my EXOSISTER deck profile. I love this deck. I definitely think it might have, the potential to win another YCS because before that deck actually came in the TCG, I said in advance, get ready because EXOSISTER is going to be like a very dangerous deck. It's a really hard counter to like Tier Elements and pretty much everything that relies on the graveyard because of Dimension Shifter. And it's the kind of deck that if you don't know how it operates, then it's going to destroy you every single time because you're going to be interacting with the graveyard and they're going to be like effect, and you're going to cry because they're going to be summoning 4 Xyzs on your ass, and you can't really deal with like a Dweller, Sanafond, a Banish, and a Veiler. So yeah, this deck is very resourceful, very nasty, very toolboxy, very powerful, and very enjoyable as well. So if you're a fan of having fun while killing people, words taken out of context, then definitely take into consideration this deck. But before this deck profile starts, make sure you like and subscribe, check me out on Twitch and Instagram, and also let's try to get this video to 1,000 likes. Come on, I know we can do it, Jeffrey. Smash that like button right now, and now let's get right into it. Alright, so for the hand traps, this is like very much up in the air. You really don't have to play like this exact lineup if you don't want to. So I'm playing Triple Shifter with Double Ash and Triple Imperm. If you want to do like, I don't know, Triple Ash, you can also do that. Maybe cut down on the Defishers and also increase the amount of Temple of the Kings, but we're going to go back into it anyways. The only thing that I really have to say is that utility cards usually don't really matter too much. Some people have tried like experimenting with the Bestials. I don't think it makes any sense because they're going to prevent you from using the effect of Martha. And also, unless you're able to like make a rank 6 with them, they're pretty garbage. Like they do nothing for you. Like they're good against the opponent, but they're not really good for you. So that's the big issue that I have with Bestial monsters. Anyways, the EXOSISTER, I'm playing a pretty big ratio. And I'm actually playing Triple Stella, which is something that people usually don't do. But Triple Martha, this is obvious. It's the one-card starter, kind of, depending on the situation. If you're going second, then you can actually make double rank 4s with only one single Martha, because you can use the effect of Michaelis to banish a card from their graveyard. You can also do that if you're going first, but you have to get, like, hand-trapped. And the hand-trap has to, like, not matter. But it's never gonna matter, because, again, you're good at the game. So, yeah, that's the reason why this card is absolutely cracked. And you're always trying to search this card with packs, usually. Sometimes you're trying to search trap cards, because, yes, you can do that. And it's a very nice move. Anyways, Triple Elise. This card is the extender if you control any EXOSISTER monster, including itself. And it's the counterpart of Stella. Stella is like kind of the opposite. So on the field, you can use its effect to summon any EXOSISTER from the hand. And again, the counterpart to Elise. So if you gain 800 life points if you control the other version on the field. And then Sophia as well as Eren are also their own counterparts. So Sophia can draw you one card if you control another EXOSISTER monster. Whereas Eren, you don't have to control another EXOSISTER to use its effect, but you can place one EXOSISTER card from your hand on the bottom and then draw one card. So it's an objectively worse version than Sophia, unless you like completely bricked and you're really trying to dig into Elise or packs with like a really shitty hand. So I don't know, like Eren, I guess, with like double Vadis and then dig into like this. That would be like insane, but usually that's not the case. Usually you're gonna be bad at the game and you're gonna be drawing like this and like nothing at all, and you're gonna cry. Yeah, that happens to me often, but don't worry, if you're skillful at Yu-Gi Mons, breaking should not be an issue. Actually, no, that's a lie. Breaking can only be an issue if you're not subscribed to my channel. If you are subscribed, then you really don't have to worry about like drawing this card. But yeah, anyways, let's move on. So yeah, I don't know how many monsters I'm playing. Oh yeah, Zoroa. That's not an EXOSISTER, but it has a lot of synergy with this deck. So once per turn, you can equip Zoroa with any of the Magistus, Xyz, or Link, or whatever synchro in your extra deck. I'm only playing the one Link as well as the one Xyz. And whenever a Magistus card is equipped to it, you can revive back or summon a level 4 spellcaster from the hand or graveyard. And that's really nasty because Zoroa plus any EXOSISTER is pretty much full combo. So, you know, Magnifica as well as a trap card. And also a follow for next turn in the form of Zoroa that you're searching with the Artemis in order to next turn go normal summon Zoroa. Equip it with the Ninaru. And then revive back another monster, make another Caspatel, search Martha, and then rinse and repeat. And the Ninaru is an Archphoenix centric. So in the spell and trap zone, while it's equipped, you can destroy it, as well as a spell and trap card your opponent controls. And that's really relevant for outing Floodgates. And if you're not playing this card, you're going to look at Rivalry and you're going to cry, because this deck does not deal with Rivalry of the Warlords whatsoever. You can only summon spellcasters, and you might be like, oh, well, that doesn't matter because you can still make your Xyz. No, you can't, because they're warriors. I know, it's really awkward. Everything is light, so goes and match is a joke, but Rivalry, yeah, it hurts a little bit too much. But yeah, anyways, so 19 monsters. 15 of them are EXOSISTERs. No, I lied. 13. 3, 6, 8, 9, 12. Oh, hold on. Can I count? Oh my, I'm stupid. Anyways, so for the spell cards, triple prosperity as well as triple pack, so consistency cards. Prosperity does conflict a bit with Sophia, but it's not the end of the world because if you can dig into a Martha with this card, you're pretty much winning all of your games. Well, not always, but whatever, you get the point. And there are a bunch of cards that you really don't mind banishing, so like the Utopia package, Gaga Cowboy, the third copy of Michaelis, which probably won't come up. I guess the Zeus, because you're usually locked under Exorcisters only. And maybe like one of, or like maybe two of the Magistus cards if you didn't draw Zoroa. So that's if you really have to banish 6. If you're only banishing 3, then the Utopia package and Cowboy should be enough. Pax is obviously insane, like I said. Temple of the Kings, Jesus, sorry, can be played at 3, but I don't really recommend it because it's redundant. Like, you can only really use this effect to like activate a trap card right away, hard once per turn. So even if you have multiple Temple of the Kings, it's really not going to be doing anything else. I guess D-Fisher is kind of like the same, like it is redundant if you draw multiples, but if you draw D-Fisher alone, you can survive against tier elements, so that's really nice, whereas Temple of the Kings alone really doesn't do anything. And Dimensional Fisher going second is also pretty good. So if you want a good compromise, you can do double Temple of the Kings as well as double D-Fisher. That way you're gonna have the perfect balance of never really drawing like redundant copies of a very specific card that really helps you or hurts your opponent. Because cards like Dimension Fisher, Necro Valley, Macrocosmos, D-Shifter, etc., it's not really that they benefit you, it's just that they hurt the opponent so much that you are benefited as a byproduct of them crying, if that makes any sense. But Temple of the Kings, on the other hand, actually helps you out because it allows you to use all these trap cards, well, except evenly, the turn they were set. And if you don't want to play evenly, you can play another form of board breaking card instead. It really doesn't matter too much. I guess you can main deck maybe Necro Valley or more like Temple of the Kings or more hand traps. Don't play Effect Veiler though, or cards that would like discard themselves like to the graveyard, like send themselves to the graveyard rather. I guess DD Crow is like literally like discard it's to the graveyard. Like the wording of that card is really weird. But yeah, I wouldn't play these cards because they do conflict with Shifter and Fisher. And yeah, double Litania, triple Vadis, this card's like a 1-card starter if you can survive on your opponent's turn. And Litania, and it's a utility card, so why not? Like, you can use it to, like, just, I don't know, out floodgates and stuff like that. It's an extra interruption. But I think the safest move is always to go Michaelis to Surge Vadis, just in case they Regeki your Magnifica. You don't want to have, like, a single point of failure on the Magnifica so that the Litania is dead. And Imperm is just a really good card, and also very nice synergy with Temple of the Kings. You can negate spells and traps going second. So you're actually killing 2 birds with 1 stone when you're going Imperm, negate a monster, and a spell and trap card because you were able to use it on the same zone, thanks to Temple of the Kings. And for the extra deck now, really no reason to like explain any of these cards. Like Zeus, you're pretty much never summoning, Utopia package either. Cowboy, the Magistus cards already explained, and then double Magnifica, no shit, triple Michaelis. This card's broken, it searches a spell or trap card, and it also banishes a card your opponent controls or in their graveyard, so this is like clearly the best one just by reading it very fast. Caspitel is a little worse, you search a monster instead of a spell and trap, and on the summon, for the rest of the turn, neither player can revive back monsters from the grave, so that's very reminiscent to Sanafon the Sky Prison, a rank 8 Xyz monster. Now, Eusofiel is also similar to Sanafon, yes, but to Caspitel, because on the summon, neither player can activate card effects in the graveyard, so that is actually closer to Abyss Dweller. And as an ignition effect on the field, you can detach material to bounce back a monster your opponent controls, but that is not a quick effect, so you can't use like both this and the Dweller effect as like interruptions on your opponent's turn. And the final card is Gibrine, which has the quick effect of negating an effect monster your opponent controls, so that's kind of like a Veiler / Imperm, and the ignition effect on your own turn is to detach your material to make all of your Xyz monsters gain 800 attack. So that's really nice because it's not just all the Xyz monsters that you currently control, it's all of the Xyz monsters that are about to be on the field, that are already on the field, etc. Like literally everything. So you can actually OTK with this card very easily. And for once in my life, I don't really have an idea section, and this side deck really looks like it doesn't deserve any explanation. So I'm just gonna end this video right here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you guys very soon. Peace.